certainly we always look at breakouts. They're a heavy forecheck team, so puck support there. I think our ozone play needs to be touched up a little, how to work to get inside. I don't know if practice can replicate that because we're not going at each other hard. That's a little bit of will. It's a little video work. Special teams we always revisit. Power play with some plays we want to run. Just getting our legs back, getting ourselves in a good frame of mind for Game 5. We're in a good spot. It's 2 out of 3 at home, so we got to make sure we're kind of confident, get our work done, and be confident that we can play well on Game 5.
You mentioned this morning about going forward 7G. Even if he went 12-6, could there be possibly be a change of forward?
Oh, yeah, anything's possible. We've got guys in the black keys, so we'll look at that. Right now, it's probably more contingent on how this structure with Grizz and
Does the sentiment get in the way at all as far as taking back his line?
we haven't discussed sentiment or taking it back, so that line needs to get going. It's a line of 3 players. We've got good secondary scoring, balanced scoring in both playoffs. So far this series, they haven't got on the board. Hopefully the game gets going.
Do they always remain even keel? You mentioned you're in a good spot. There's times where maybe some teams will get down when they get a loss.
I don't think our team's down. We've got good leadership. They've been through this. The ups and downs. We lost one game. It was 2-2 in the third. Things we needed to do better to win. Had the opportunity to win, we didn't. They made the plays they had to, so we'll be okay.
Bruce, I know a game in November is. Sorry, go ahead, Emily.
Well, one forward to get double shifted, obviously. A few more minutes, predominantly 5-on-5. That's when you take out a forward, you got to be careful that it doesn't affect one of your special teams, or if it does, what's your plan B? And then how it affects the D is we'll have to talk about that quickly. We're certain guys that haven't played a ton, so we have to make sure that sometimes it just might be which guy's going better that night. As simple as that. Who's up to the challenge for that particular night. So it's probably in that mix. He's been in a little more, so. But if it's well, Camphor will be one, right? If it's a newer black ace, we have to see how they respond. So some of it will be on the fly, see how they play. Some will be looked at ahead of time. Who's a better penalty killer? Because that's some of Z's best work is done there. Obviously, Johnny Moore gives us some of that too, so we're doing a little more for that.
Take 2 more.
Well, it's not easy, but it's the hand we've been dealt if both those guys are out. Who gives us the best chance to win? Do we need to dress 7 guys because we got a little bit of inexperience back there? And sort of how does it affect our forward group if we have to take a guy out? So it's not an easy decision. It's not one I want to make. I hope that our D are healthy, but again, that's you have to do what you got to do.
And Bruce, on that note, I guess the fact that, I know the Stanley Cup Final is a different animal than a Tuesday in November, but the fact that you've dealt with injuries on your back end much of the regular season, does that play any significance for you here if you have to?
Well, I think it does for our mentality of the group. They know we can win. This isn't a surprise all of a sudden in Game 5 of the Stanley Cup Finals. You get something thrown at you that you're not used to. We did it a lot this year with different positions. Now we're talking about on D specifically. We went through it in November, December, where we lost probably 3/4 of our group, but at the same time, or played without them for several games. We were able to win some games in there. I don't know how many exactly what our record was, but it's certainly good enough to stay in the playoff hunt and then move up the standings. So I believe our group knows they can win with whoever's in the lineup back there. It's down to we need 2 more wins, so do they. So it's not for an extended period of time. So I think that helps as well. Your mental state's like, hey, just suck it up and do what you got to do, whatever it takes, and to help that group out. That'd be the mentality. So I'm actually okay with that part of it. I'm just, hey, you're losing good players. You're taking good players out of your line. That's the part that hurts the most if they can't go. It's our mentality to be at the line about who's in and next man up type.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.